Hey guys, what up? It's JC here, and I'm bringing you my first Madden video today. Um, Today I haven't done Madden all year. This is my first Madden video. I've been just doing Destiny, and so this is kind of new to me. So just bear with. But I got really good news today. Guys, I'm gonna have more stuff on the channel though, so make sure to subscribe to the videos and the YouTube channel, so you can definitely get notified when I got new stuff on the channel. So getting into today I have well, once again, this guy named Mike Bolito has giving him the credit. He has posted his breaking the code to Madden 17 recruiting. A huge thing. Um, this is really big. It's perfect. It does a great job, and I'm gonna go over everything in this video about how he does it. He graphs. I'm not showing graphs. I'm just gonna say it. What he did. What you should be looking for when you're scouting players on here. And what you should do. So basically, he outlines what's changed. So basically, he says here he outlines his 4 things that changed in Madden 17 and how it's actually harder now to recruit players than in Madden 16. So what happens is, number one, instead of spending 5 scouting points for the first attribute, now you have to spend 15, which is a huge difference because that means that that makes the initial inquiries eat up your scouting points really fast. So you may get stuck on a bad player, and that's the bad thing about it. The combine is no longer exact anymore. The combine has perhaps 10% variation built in. So someone who runs a 4.24, let's say a 4.424, instead of being 99 speed, he's somewhere in between 91 and 99. So you do not know what you're getting, and this makes it more difficult to know exactly through the combine at the end of the season. There, and number 3, there are more players in the pool now. Instead of less players, so now you have players, which means it's hard to get good talent out of those players. Number 4, and they brought down the stud players in the draft. The number of studs that you can get through the draft. As also in an average draft, in Madden 16, you saw about 33 players who were above 78 overall. Now you're seeing about 12 players who have or 12 players with superstar and quick development. Now you're seeing 11 players in an average draft at about 80 overall, and 11 out of, and then they're bringing more players, so it's really hard to find those good players. So next thing, so overall strategies, he has here overall strategies recommended. Start with the coach. Definitely buy the expert scouting package. I'm gonna come over here and show you where that is. Coach, go down here to where is it? Spin coach X. This is offline mode too, and come down here, player acquisition. It'll be here unowned. It'll be like 2,000 XP. Definitely buy that. That will get you more XP. What he says here, that'll definitely get you more XP. Second thing, scout every week, because otherwise you'll lose half the week's points. They don't carry forward. The points don't carry forward, and only half of them carry forward, so you'll lose half of them per week. Only scout players also that you actually want to know more about. If you got runner backs, I got runner backs. I got Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. I don't need runner backs. Don't scout a runner back. Just that simple. Don't scout one. You're just wasting your coins that you could be using on somebody else, which you might need. Okay, and then never spend on fullbacks and kickers and punters. Never spend on those. You can actually get those through free agency. Much easier. Don't spend on fullbacks, kickers, and punters. Also, use your watch list. The last thing, use your watch list to capture players. Just make sure you use your watch list. I got a watch list. I don't know if I even have a lot of people on it. Let's see. I got one person on my watch list. That's it. Definitely keep him on your watch list though. So, what you want to do now? We're gonna go into the details for pre-combine scouting. I'm gonna tell you the pre-combine is definitely what to do. during the regular season, what to look for, especially every for the most part I'm going to go through every every like position, not like specific position, but every position on the field. So do peeking. He said with quarterbacks you're looking for throwing power of A minus or higher, and you're looking for a minimum score of B minus or higher. So you don't want anything in the C's, no C's, on a quarterback. If he has a C on any of his things that says best position, I'm gonna come in here. If he has a C on any of his top 3 skills, do not get him. If he has a throwing, you only want a person with throwing power of A minus or higher, and probably at least an accuracy score of accuracy short, mid, or deep. Doesn't matter which one. Should be at least a B. At least a B. And also he says don't get excited about throwing on the run. Only 2% of the overall is about throwing on the run. So don't get excited about that. It must be accuracy on short, mid, or deep, at least B. Offensive lineman. This is a good one. Here's a guy. Don't get throw on run, but throw accuracy mid. He's got a B on it, an A minus. So that's pretty good. So offensive lineman, you want to have at least, here we go, I'm going to show you the offensive lineman, E, and he's got a B here. Obviously Albert Van Dyke has a B here. Minimum score of B or minus. He doesn't have a B or minus. This is the guy you probably don't want to get. He's probably not that good. Don't get this guy. For left tackles, I strongly recommend a pass block of B or higher. B, he's a left tackle, pretty good. And he says don't get excited about speed or agility combine drills. Don't get excited about the speed. If this guy's fast, don't get excited. It's not built into the score. It's just not built into his overall that well. So don't get excited about that. We're gonna go down now to free safeties. Let's go ahead over to free safety. Let's see my guy I picked over here. So free safeties, he says zone coverage of B or higher. Zone coverage or B. He doesn't have zone coverage or B, so you probably don't want to get this guy. Most likely not. And a minimum score of B minus though. But he has a minimum score of B minus. This is your call if you want to get this guy or you want to put him on my watch list. And it said don't get excited about hit power. I wouldn't get excited about hit power either since he's a playmaker type. But don't get excited about hit power. This is definitely a big thing. He also said he finds rarely. He's been through 10 seasons or 15 seasons on his thing. About he's been through 15 seasons just simulating, trying to get to the drafts to see what happens and what is going through, what happens in the draft, and what is he's trying to break the code. And he finds safeties just aren't there. They just are not there. He's people at least 78 or overall above free safety. That's going to be hard to really get it. He also says halfbacks carrying B plus or higher. You need a halfback. I haven't, since I don't need one, but halfbacks B plus or higher, actually carrying B plus or higher, at least one B in elusiveness, trucking, or ball carry vision. So at least one of those need to have a B and a minimum score of B minus. No C's, must have at least a B minus. And don't get excited about stiff arming. That only goes into about 2% of the overall score of his overall. So don't get excited about the stiff arm. Definitely make sure you have carrying B plus, at least one B in elusiveness, trucking, or ball carry vision, minimum score B minus. And also you can write this down as I go through. You can stop, pause the video if you want to make sure you're getting the right information. I'm trying to kind of reiterate it so you can definitely get this as we go. Now we're going to go on ahead and to defensive ends. See if I did anybody. I did get this guy, so let's see. He may not be that good actually. So defensive ends, he needs at least one B plus, and I got that. Finesse moves, nice. Power or finesse move needs to be a B minus or at least a B minus. He's got a B plus finesse move, very nice. And let's see. Don't get excited, and he says don't get excited about hit power. Only 1% of the score is only 2% of the score is based on hit power. Don't worry about hit power. Looks like this guy is pretty good right now for me. I probably need to definitely check him out some more. His weight doesn't seem that high, but I don't know if that really affects. He didn't do an evaluation on weight, so that's not a really big deal right now. He may do evaluation on weight. I don't know yet. Let's see. Definitely next we want to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, outside linebackers. Outside linebackers may have a new guy. I got this guy right here. This is pretty good. All right, so outside linebacker, a block shedding of B plus, a B plus or higher. Obviously, this guy doesn't have that block shedding mentality, so I may need to switch that up and go somewhere else. A minimum score of a B. He doesn't have a minimum score of a B. He's got that B minus block shedding. And he said don't get excited once again about hit power. It only goes into 2% of the score. So obviously this guy may not be the guy. Middle linebackers. I don't know if I actually went and got any middle linebackers. I did actually, so I'm gonna come over here. And middle linebackers, tackle a B plus or higher. He has a B tackle, so I may not be looking for this guy. Block shedding of B minus or higher. He's got a B though in block shedding, which is really good, and a minimum score of a C plus. This guy actually may be good, so I may look for this guy right here, Zach Mendenhall. Also, he said don't get excited about power finesse moves because they really don't go into the score because middle linebackers don't really blitz that often. I mean, they blitz from the A gap, but they don't really blitz from the sides like a defensive end. Anyways, strong safeties. He went into strong safeties a little. I don't know if I actually went into strong. I don't feel like doing that either. But a strong safety. He says at least one B of the following. From the following, I'm going to read it off. Tackle, zone coverage, or play recognition. So you want a B in one of the following. Tackle, zone coverage, or play recognition. A minimum score on his top 3 scores. So his top 3 scores, a minimum score of B minus. You don't want anything lower than a B. If he has a C, you can't pick him. Don't get him. And it says, obviously, again, don't get excited about hit power because it only goes into 4% of the score. It's not that big of a deal. Don't go into hit power. And that's really it for right now on pre-combine scores. Now we're gonna move into post-combine scouting. And post-combine, what you should be looking for in post-combine if your person matches up to what you need to be getting. So, post-combine. For post-combine, we want to be looking for, the first thing is you want to be looking for, I'm going to redo this again, and I'm going to do post-combine, kind of going through all these papers, guys, trying to make sure we got everything. Make sure I've seen all the stuff he's went through. I mean, it's great stuff, though. It's great stuff. And it keeps you informed. Okay, so post-combine. So with his post-combine, what he did here is he did a few things. So he started with the offensive lineman. Offensive lineman, remove anyone from your watch list with less than 32 reps on the bench press. That correlates to let's see, offensive lineman. I mean, I haven't got there that point yet, but offensive lineman, remove anyone from your watch list with less than 32 reps on your bench press. This correlates to their strength score, so that's a good tip there. Free safety, remove anyone from your watch list with a 40-yard dash slower than 4.60 seconds, and that means that correlates to the speed. And remove anyone from your watch list with the vertical jump less than 30. So that may be a thing, and that goes to jumping, the vertical. Halfbacks, you don't have to remove anyone here, but look at the 40-yard dash and the 3 cone and the shuttle times. Anyone who is fast at all of these and made it to your watch list in step 4 is going to be very good. So definitely check that. You don't have anyone, I'm going to reiterate it again, you don't have anyone to remove it here. But look at those 40-yard dash, 3 cone, and shuttle time drills. And if they're fast at all of those, at every single one, that guy is going to be really good. You definitely need to get that guy. And he probably has a superstar development, which is really good. 3 cone plus shuttles are predictors for agility and like acceleration and stuff. And 40-yard is the speed. Definitely check those out. Defensive ends. Add together the 3 cone plus shuttle times. If it is over 12.04, remove the player from your watch list. If below, they will have good enough agility and acceleration. Now he is doing calculations to show who is actually good. This is really good. He's showing who is actually going to be doing well. I mean, this is huge. I mean, good stuff here. You gotta just get rid of these guys. Get rid of them if they're not making these lists. I mean, add together the 3-cone plus 2 shuttle times. If he's over 12.04, he's not fast enough. He doesn't have the agility and acceleration to be good enough to lead. He's probably got a normal to slow development rate. Don't get him. Outside linebackers. Remove anyone with 3-cone plus shuttle score over 12.04. Again, you want them to be agile. Of course. Again, we're talking about defensive ends and outside linebackers not being fast enough. Remove them if their shuttle times and 3-cone drills go over 12.04. You probably don't want them. Definitely don't want them. Strong safeties. Remove anyone slower than 4.76 in the 40-yard dash. I mean, that's super slow for a strong safety. I wouldn't get anybody over 4.76 either. Definitely remove them if they're over 4.76. They're going to be really slow. Remove anyone with the vertical jump less than 30. Definitely get rid of those guys too. So now we're going to go on to the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks, 40-yard dash must be faster than 4.60. He's got to be faster than that. Don't be any slower. He's going to be too slow on the field. 3-cone plus shuttle time, add them together, and it must be less than 11.32. 11.32. Got to be less than that. So definitely keep that in mind. Definitely try to get that out. And it's that 3-cone plus the shuttle. If they're less than 11.32, then they're good then. Man coverage, B-, nothing less. Zone coverage, B-, nothing less. And a minimum score of C+. I mean, B-, B-. Those should be the top 3 skills there. If they're not the top 3 skills, then you probably don't want to get them. I mean, that's probably a thing. And don't get excited about press. Press coverage, on pressing people up at the line of scrimmage for man coverage. Only 3%. That's only 3% of the score. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about press. Worry about that man coverage and zone coverage, no less than B-, and a minimum score. Nothing on that thing should be a C. Anything shouldn't be less than C+. I mean, if you find something that's C+, you still probably are wondering. Okay, defensive tackles on the post-combine. Must have, here we're talking about weight now, minimum weight of 300 pounds. And he puts a note here. No, I don't think this matters, but so far I've not found a really good defensive tackle less than this. Could be a coincidence, but I'm using this as a factor. I'm pretty sure less than 300 pounds, you're probably just not big enough and strong enough to get up in there. So I wouldn't even worry about a less than 300-pound defensive tackle. Definitely get somebody who's above above 300. Okay, and then bench press must be greater than 32 reps. I will say that too. He's got to be greater than 32 reps. He's got to be strong. Block shedding, B- or higher. Nothing less than B- or B-, and a minimum score of C-, or C+ actually. Got to be better than C+. And also, don't get excited about pursuit. He says only 2% of the overall score is attributed to pursuit. Wide receivers, their 40 must be better than a 4.6. Again, a 4.6. They'll be too slow out in the field. Can't get away from coverage. Make sure their speed is pretty good. 3-cone plus shuttle must be better. It must be lower or better than 10.8. So theirs is a little more stricter here. We're talking about 10.8. Their 3-cone and their shuttle. Definitely make sure that's straight. Minimum score, B- on a receiver, nothing less. If the receiver has a C something, a C+, don't get him. He's not worth it. Don't get excited about some things. Spectacular catch. Don't get excited about spectacular catch. That's what he's saying here. It is only half as important as release, catching traffic, and 1/3 as important as catching or route running. Don't worry about spectacular catch. I mean, if his spectacular catch is high, his catching is probably good. So Worry about that more. Tight ends, along with the safety position, these are the hardest to predict in his model. Okay, so they're gonna be really hard to predict. But here he says a 40-yard dash for a tight end must be faster than a 4.68, which is probably really actually hard to predict, which is pretty hard. I can feel that a tight end is probably gonna have over a 4.6. So if you find a tight end faster than a 4.6, you probably want to get this guy. A 3-cone plus shuttle time added together must be less than 11.56. He's doing real numbers here, so definitely make sure that's right. So 3-cone plus shuttle time added together must be less than 11.56. At least 1B in a catching skill, catching traffic or route running, and etc. Gotta have that. Gotta have that. At least 1B in the catching. Minimum score of C+. Only C+. Can't have nothing C, C minus, or lower. Must be C+ or higher. And don't get excited about release. Only 2% of the overall score is based on release. So don't worry about that. So that is really it. He did all this stuff. I'm gonna put his blog in the bottom. I'm gonna put his description to or his link to his blog in the bottom so you can read over the notes and what he said. I just read over the notes basically. I basically just read over the notes, and I'm gonna make sure that you guys get this. This is really huge because it did wonders for me in Madden 16. I haven't tried it in Madden 17, so I'm trying it now. Madden 16, it worked wonders. I mean, Madden 16, I was doing a great job drafting guys. I was getting high guys. I was getting the best guys in the draft, and I knew where I was getting. I was getting them right from his thing that he did. So he's updated it. He says this works. This most likely works too, and he's done a great job again. But definitely check out this guy. His name is Michael Belito, I think. Michael Belito. And definitely check out this guy though. And like, subscribe to the channel if you want more videos, more content from these different games. Now I got Madden 17, 2K, NBA 2K17, and Battlefield 1. So I'm gonna start putting those out too soon. Trying to do different things on how to do other stuff, whatever. But thanks for watching, guys. And I'm JC, and I'm out.